Okay guys, so in my last video I was talking about anyone who would like to come over here in Malta from the dark red list countries, and I mentioned something that I was supposed to do a video about anyone who would like to enter in Malta coming from any part of the world. And guess what? The video is here. Roll the intro. Okay, so if this is your first time on my channel and you're wondering who is this hyped up guy, hi, my name is Alex and I do YouTube videos about Malta, everything when it comes to living in Malta, working in Malta, just giving up the latest updates of anything that is going on over here, and also giving up some travel tips about anything that you can do while you're over here on the island. If this is something that you might be interested in, please make sure to click that subscribe button down below. Okay, so without any further ado, let's just jump right straight into the video and give out all the information that you need to know if you're planning to visit the Maltese Islands. Okay, so I have my laptop over here just to give me some kind of guidance of what I have to talk about. I prepared everything, so I would like to give you the right information, which I always do. But I'm gonna divide this video into three parts. The first part is about anyone who is coming over here from the red list countries. The second part is going to be about anyone who is coming from the dark red list countries, which I already did a video about, but this is going to be like a short update. If you haven't seen that video, please make sure to watch the video before this one and then return back to this video so that you can get further more information. This is about anyone who is coming from the dark red list countries. And then just at the end of the video, I'm going to give you out several answers on all the questions that you guys are asking me in the comment section over here, of all the possible ways of how you can enter in Malta depending on which passport you have, where do you live at the moment, what kind of vaccines you have, etc. Let's just jump right straight. So the first thing that I'm gonna talk about is about red list countries. So anyone who is coming from a red list countries, guys, you need to have a valid vaccination certificate. Now you might be wondering which are the valid vaccination certificates. Definitely the first one is the Maltese one. The next in line is the European Union digital certificate, and there is a new update about it. There are several countries who are not in the European Union, but they have the certificate which is recognized over here in Malta, and it's coming from the following countries: Iceland, Liechtenstein, get ready, Macedonia, which is my birth country, and also the one from Norway, San Marino, Vatican City, Switzerland, and Ukraine as well. So if someone from these countries is watching this video, your certificates, guys, are approved over here in Malta. However, I'm coming up very soon which vaccines are approved. Let's continue. The next vaccination certificates that are approved over here in Malta are the one coming from the United Kingdom, United Arab Emirates, and United States. The next are the one from Turkey, the one from Qatar, the one from Serbia. Then we have the one that are issued in Gibraltar, Jersey, and Guernsey. And then we have the Albanian digital certificate and also the one from Australia. Guys, if you are in possession of any of these valid vaccination certificates, you need to have also any of these 4 vaccines, which are Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, and Johnson & Johnson. Anywhere in the world where you are, if you have any of these vaccination certificates with one of these vaccines in a full dose, you will be able to come over here in Malta. However, now we are coming up to the part when it comes to the dark red list countries. Anyone who is coming from the dark red list countries, first and foremost, what you need to do is you need to apply for your authorization code so that you can enter the island. And let me put it as an example. Let's say you are someone who was vaccinated in Italy with a Pfizer dose. You got your certificate from Italy, but you moved in your home country, which is, let's say, India. Now, if you're in India and you're in possession of a valid vaccination certificate, you're able to come over here in Malta. However, you need to ask for the authorities to grant you an access over here in Malta in the quarantine hotel, which costs 1,400 euros for 14 days at your own cost. Or the next thing that you can do is just to go for 14 days in a red list country, let's say in Italy, and after 14 full days in Italy, you will be able to come over here in Malta without the need of quarantine. As I mentioned previous, only if you have a valid vaccination certificate. Talking about the dark red list countries, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I already did a dedicated video about this. However, there are several things that I missed out, and I'm gonna tell them over here now. This is about the medical certificates. And mind you, this doesn't apply only for anyone who is coming from the dark red list country. These apply for anyone coming from anywhere. Why? Because there is a thing, and Malta is accepting anyone who has a valid, verified medical record saying that you cannot take the vaccine, you can enter in the island without the need of quarantine. However, there was a situation, not only one, but many of them, when people got from their doctors the approves that they cannot take the vaccines, they arrived over here in Malta and the authorities told them that this hasn't been verified and they either need to go back to their countries or they need to stay for 14 days in quarantine. And here it comes the very important information that you need to know, and this is about the fact that before arriving over here in Malta, you need to contact the public health, send them your medical record saying that you cannot take the vaccine, so they will verify, see that it's legit, and you will get the approval to come over here on the island. So please make sure that you follow all these guidelines so that you can avoid any kind of inconvenience when you arrive over here in Malta. Moving on, I would like to talk about the kids, because many people are asking me, hey Alex, I'm arriving, I'm fully vaccinated, but what about my children? Now, any kid that is 12 years or older needs to have a valid vaccination certificate. Any kid that is in the age range between 5 and 12 can enter the island with a negative PCR, but that kid needs to come either with their parents or with a legal guardian assigned by their parents who is fully vaccinated. Even the parents, everyone needs to be fully vaccinated with a vaccination certificate recognized over here in Malta. And lastly, it's the kids which are from 0 to 5. They don't need any kind of negative PCR test or a vaccination certificate. I think over here I have listed down anything that you should know. I'm gonna put my laptop on the side, and here I'm gonna give you several examples of you guys asking me in the comment section. There are questions of people telling me that they are at the moment, let's say in United Arab Emirates, and they would like to come over here, but they have an Indian passport. What is the situation over here? The situation is this. Your Indian passport requires a Schengen visa or a Maltese tourist visa for you to come over here. Now, when it comes to this, you need to obviously obtain visa to enter the island. And if you have a valid vaccination certificate, you will be 100% granted entry over here. So you need to have all your documentation sorted out. Now, the next example is about the people from India. You guys are asking me how you can come over here in Malta and what's going on with the visas. You're telling me like when this will open, when the visa application will open, and all of these things. Let me just put you straight out something over here. The High Commission of Malta in India never closed. It is still open and they are issuing visas, but only for essential travels. When I say essential travels, everything is going to be listed down in the description of this video. You guys need to know that one of the essential travels is about the reunification. What does this mean? This means about connecting husband and wives or families. I will take it as an example. Let's say the husband is here in Malta and the wife is in India. You would like to reconnect. 100% if the husband here in Malta has a valid vaccination certificate, a valid Maltese residence card, you will be able, with your wife, to apply in the High Commission Malta in India for a visa for your wife to come over here in Malta. But you need to follow several guidelines, and one of them is that you're gonna show a proof saying that you will be able to take care of your wife financially while she's over here on the island. This is still ongoing, and this is seen on case-by-case basis, meaning someone would be able to get the visa, someone not. So this is something very important that you need to know, and I've seen this in many of my videos as a question. So here is your answer. The High Commission from Malta in India, it is open. I contacted them personally and they confirmed that they never closed. Now, let's continue, because there is another thing that I would like to say, and this is about anyone who is already in the process of getting the residence card over here, but that person is not in the European Union or is in a dark red list country. If you guys have an employer and if you were in your process of work visa and you got your approval letter in principle saying that you will be able to come over here in Malta, you just need to apply for your residence permit once you're over here. Guys, if you are coming from a dark red list countries and you are already in the process of getting your permit, you need to contact your employer, to contact public health, to grant them an exemption letter that you can enter in Malta, but you need to stay in the designated hotel, which costs 1,400 euros. I think I have given you several examples and you got the right information of any entry for you guys to come over here. I hope that you got the information right, and I hope that it's more clear now because I'm getting so many questions about this. If you enjoyed this video and if you need any further clarification, if there is any situation that you're going through, please let me know. I can give you the information of the possible ways of how you can enter over here. If you need any further info, feel free to contact me on any of my social medias which are listed over here. And until I see you in my next one, bye.